Hello and welcome back to Top Tips Tuesday. In this episode we're going to talk about some of my best tips I can give you to do with falconry equipment. Tip number 1. Braided falconry equipment. Braided jesses, a braided extender piece. I've used on this a homemade loop leash. I highly recommend braided loop leashes or paracord loop leashes. I actually love the paracord loop leash, but I prefer the braided equipment, and here's why. The extender takes the swivel away from the bird's tail when the bird baits. So when the bird baits from its perch, the swivel isn't being pulled through the tail. Obviously, if you extend the jesses to prevent that, the jesses are going to be way too long and cause problems. Look at these braided jesses here. You can see there's a little bit of wear on them here. These jesses are several years old. That's how reliable braid is. I would never dare use leather jesses for more than 1 year. No way, because the knot is likely to crack as it moves and wiggles over time. Check out the comments below for our other little video, how to assemble braided falconry equipment. Top tip number 2. Don't use a huge great swivel that you could use to anchor the Titanic with. It'll have a pendulum effect. It'll cause tangles for sure. If you're using a big swivel because you think your swivel could break, you're not using quality gear. I love to use inline swivels with this braided equipment. Have a look at this Sampo swivel. Now this is the largest size they do, and it tethers golden eagles and bald eagles. No problem whatsoever. Really, really reliable. Be aware, like all these things, of cheap imitations which will snap. Cheap swivels, not good. Spend a bit of money, buy quality. But look at this swivel for the size of this bird. More than strong enough, slips through the equipment beautifully in use, and doesn't cause tangles by flicking around, being too heavy. Braided kit, extenders, inline swivels, a nice quality small swivel. A tip that'll make you stand out from those falconers that are kind of dabbling and haven't really got the time is clean your bird's feet. If your bird's feet's covered in mud, or especially covered in blood and stuff from its meal or from its falconry kill, clean them. Now you can do them on the glove if, like me, you don't mind letting that glove air dry. Get the birds used to this as soon as you start training them. This one's a fine, but it gives you some idea. Soft brush, working into the nooks and crannies, get into the scales a little bit there, especially from behind the talons here, that little crook underneath the talon there. No thank you, Wurzel. Work it in there, because cleaning your bird's feet and even checking under their soles there. No, you don't. Don't forget, your bird won't bite like a bald eagle, don't worry. Cleaning the bird's feet not only cleans their feet, why do you want the thing covered in blood and stuff all the time? Some birds bath every day, they clean them themselves. Most birds don't. They don't get in there and give a good clean if they're really dirty. And there's a more important reason. While you're cleaning its feet, you're checking those feet over. Scratches and bites that you haven't noticed soon become infected. Cleaning them after an outing means you'll notice any damage straight away, and you can at least put some F10 ointment on there or something similar to keep infection out. Take care of your bird. Cleaning the bird's feet, checking its keel and such like, a little bit hands-on, gets you to know your bird better, and you're learning more about its overall condition and, importantly, its health. Go that little bit further. A tip I'd love everybody to learn more about in falconry, certainly here in the UK, is learn how to use a hood, learn about hooding, learn about why you need to hood a hawk or bird of prey that you're flying for falconry, because this piece of equipment, many different styles, some fit certain birds better, certain species, some is personal choice. The hood is one of the most important welfare tools you will keep for your bird. Learn how to use it, learn why, make your bird to the hood. That's a complex issue if you've already got a bird of prey for falconry that's been trained and you haven't already made it to the hood. It's one we'll deal about in a specialist video for sure. The hood is one of the best pieces of falconry equipment. If you don't think it is, you don't understand hooding and why. Really important. Learn about hooding. Get rid of those horrible leashes with a knotted end. They're cheap. Anyone can make them, of course. But if you're not with your birds all day long, which most people aren't, the big knot on that leash will slide through the ring in the swivel. It's the biggest cause of tethered bird tangles, bar none. It will cause a tangle, almost without doubt at some point. And that is not good at all for your bird's welfare. Get yourself a lovely braided loop leash, start again, thanks for that. Get yourself a lovely braided loop leash, which is fixed to the swivel thus. Thanks, Worsley. And it stays put. It can't cause a tangle. In fact, braided jesses, extender piece, inline swivel, quality, and a loop leash is probably as good as you're going to get when you're tethering birds of prey as an anti-tangle system. Check out the picture coming up of oversized swivels, leather jesses, and a knotted ended leash. It's a completely different ball game. This is much, much safer for your birds to be tethered with.